to Who Wants to Be Just Like Someone Without a Mental Illness, only more so. We are here with Kurt Vonnegut, author and respected pediatrician. He has just reached the $32,000 mark and unfortunately only has one lifeline left.
It's good to be back. Let's get started.
For $64,000, what treatment would be recommended with someone with schizophrenia? A. Lithium. B. Art therapy. C. Vitamin therapy. Or D. Shock therapy.
Hey Mark, remember how helpful art therapy was after your mental breakdown?
I think it was helpful, but I don't know if that's effective for everyone, Van Gogh.
Let's think about this, Mark. You went through shock therapy and vitamin treatment. How did that help?
Well, Freud, the shock therapy just burned me, and the vitamin treatment enlarged my thyroid.
Well, what about lithium?
That definitely has been effective.
What are you thinking, Mark?
I think I'm going to go with A, lithium. Final answer.
Correct! You've won $64,000. What factor plays a major role in the development of schizophrenia? A. Epilepsy. B. Depression. C. Family history. Or D. Divorce.
You know, Meredith, my dad's mom killed herself. And my mom heard voices, but she befriended them. In psychology, it's important to consider family history. So I guess I'd have to say my final answer is C, family history.
Yes. You've won $125,000. Does having a mental illness hinder having a future? A. Depending on the number of mental breaks. B. Affected within only the first year. C. If you go to medical school. Or D. It does not have an effect.
Well, Mark, you've achieved a lot even though you've had 4 mental breaks. You're the best, Mark!
Let's see.
You still have your phone a friend lifeline if you're interested.
I don't need that. I've got my friends up here. Let's see. I'm going to go with D, no effect. Final answer.
Correct. You've won $250,000. You're only 2 questions away from the $1 million question. We're going to take a quick break and then we'll get right back to the questions. Welcome back. Mark, tell us about your accomplishments in the medical field. I'm very interested in this because you could also suffer from a mental illness.
Well, I'm not under the impression that I'm cured. I'm constantly at risk of another break. I work every day to make sure that I'm the only one in my head.
Well, I admire your perseverance. Let's get to the $500,000 question so you can have a shot at the million.
Let's go, Meredith.
Dr. Vonnegut was originally diagnosed with schizophrenia. Why was this a misdiagnosis? A. DSM-4 doesn't have the correct clarifications for his diagnosis at the time. B. His doctor was using marijuana. C. They didn't take his family history into account. Or D. They all thought hippies were schizophrenic at the time.
Psychometrics is an important part of diagnosing in psychology. If only psychometrics had developed the correct test when we were diagnosed.
Meredith, I'm going to go with A. Final answer.
Mark? You're going for a chance to win $1 million. Yes! Mark, here's the $1 million question. Does drug and or alcohol abuse affect the symptoms of bipolar disorder? A. Only with alcohol. B. Only with opiates. C. Only prescribed. D. Yes, substances do affect symptoms.
Let's be honest, Mark. You had some pretty dark times.
Hey, according to several articles in Psych Info, drugs and alcohol increase the onset of bipolar disorder symptoms, especially manic episodes.
Meredith, my conscience tells me that D is my final answer.
Let's see if that's the correct answer. Mark Vonnegut, you have won $1 million.
Well, I didn't do it alone.
And don't forget to check out Mark Vonnegut's book, Just Like Someone Without Mental Illness, only more so.
and maybe you'll have a chance to win $1 million.